So beautiful people in this country of Nigeria, in the city of Lagos, in the city of Akure, where I reside. I'm doing my podcast in my studio. How have you been? Hope you are good. Beautiful everywhere in the country. I say hello to all of you, my listeners. I'm very grateful. Welcome to another section of the podcast with Melly the Talker. I'm super excited. Thank you very much for being a wonderful listener so far. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your subscription. I'm super grateful. And guys, today this country has been so toxic, very toxic, very very toxic, and I feel like we all need to come out and talk and have this discussion about what is going on in the country and how we can be of help, how we can assist each other to talk, to speak up when we have these issues. I feel like we all know the topic already from like the topic on your screen. We're talking about crimes, murder, domestic violence today, and I feel like it is what is actually trending in the country today. And I need to bring, because Melly, she brings you updated gist. So, guys, let's sit down and listen to the podcast for today. So, in my studio today, I have two wonderful set of people. So, guys, I have two amazing, beautiful people in the studio today, and I would love them to introduce themselves. My talker, she's out of this thing. So, guys, please kindly introduce your beautiful self to my listeners. Who is going first? Who is going first? Like who? And wait, I'm pointing. You guys are really going to do this
The
to
thing
me?
is that they already know me.
Yes, they know you, but you can still like yes. Please do your
Okay.
introduction, please.
Hi guys.
Okay.
For those that recognize my voice, I'm here again on Melody Talkers podcast.
I actually dragged her. I
And-
begged her. She didn't come willingly.
That's a lie. I'm always like happy whenever the time she come and talk to this people. Like, I love you guys so much.
I love you too.
And here again is Honorable Chief Miss Eniola, your one and only.
I have her today because I feel like
AKA NB.
yes, NEB is in the studio with me today, and my namesake. Please kindly introduce yourself to my listeners.
Hi everybody, my name is Ruth and that's all.
I feel like oh my, she just said hi everybody, my name is Ruth, and that's all.
Wait, sorry. I didn't know like I'll pick to talk to this.
I'm very happy to be here. Besides, how will I miss Melody Talkers podcast?
Oh, I was so happy when I was like, okay, Ruth's namesake, let's just do this together. Let's talk about this. We've known how this thing runs. We've heard a lot of gist. Practically, we are friends, so we have to talk about anything we get together. We practically have to like talk about it together. So it's always like what we all want to talk about together. So today we're talking about crime scenes, murder, and domestic violence. So guys, recently I heard the story of somebody, a lady. I think the story was that she went to her boyfriend's house. I think she lives with her boyfriend. Then her boyfriend sells Indian hymn. Then the guy's
It
practically
sounds what?
Indian hymn. I feel like
Yeah.
why would you like see for them? I feel like some of them know themselves better. So when the guy sent her to buy because of slippers, guys, because of how much slippers, he sent you to go and buy him alcohol. A girlfriend practically went to buy the alcohol for him because she wore his slippers. Guys,
Sorry, wait. What type of slip? You know, there's this I think
There are
there's this
different
footwear that
it
they
was
sell
a
that-
Dunlop,
It's just
like a
normal
Dunlop, a
Dunlop.
$350. I didn't even know the Dunlop was $350.
It should be
Last
around
time-
that range.
Yeah, it
Should
should
be
be
around
around
that range.
350.
But guys, he actually beat her because of a Dunlop
And it beat her to death.
to death.
He now cut off her head.
Wait, this is a sense
Baba
of
don't
deja
watch
vu.
blood, sister.
I swear.
Guys, this is not funny, but it's the truth. Like, I don't understand people that kill people after you beat them.
I
Like,
feel he doesn't know what to do again. He now decided to like use blood
blood
to
sister. I feel like beating is enough. Like, okay, fine, you beat her, but still, to kill her, how will you kill somebody? I feel like you'll be able to sleep. Like, if I was the one that God forbid, though, they will not nobody will kill me, but I will taunt you down. I will not. I'll beg Baba God to make me come and punish
my own
you.
opinion is he doesn't have the right to beat her just for ordinary slippers.
Even if nothing should give anybody the right to be any lady.
Wait,
Anybody, what do you think?
this thing is funny, but it is not funny at the same time.
It is not. Let's be serious. This
Calm
is something
down.
that's happening.
If it was even something like different, like
Maybe
maybe
very
something.
expensive something she broke or something.
See,
so-
the thing is that
I'm saying nothing,
nothing
exactly is what
someone's
beating.
life.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I feel that he didn't like. Let's say he didn't kill her intentionally. It's going to be like through the process of
Beating her.
beating and everything that that led to the death. of the lady.
But
Because
he
he
doesn't
cannot
still
just
have
he
the
didn't he
right
didn't
to beat her.
he didn't stab her. He didn't look at that blood sister. It was probably it was high. He sells heroin. So there's like a very high probability that it was high on whatever
Excuse
he is
me.
taking. Yes,
Excuse
he
me.
was definitely I when he was doing this thing. So he won't like
And
he would have
he
taken
doesn't
this
have
thing
the
and he
right.
doesn't have control over his body again.
Actually, I think I actually go with Ruth
He
on
doesn't
this
still
on this
have
part.
the right.
I'm not supporting him. Oh.
On this
I'm
part,
not supporting
He
him.
doesn't
on this part,
still have
nothing
the-
give any guy the audacity to be a woman. See,
You
and to even
can't.
But this person is a drug. I'm not saying he doesn't have the right to beat her, but
I actually
I'm
feel
just
like
saying
he
that
might have been beating her before.
Yeah.
exactly
Yes,
that's the thing.
he might have been beating
doing it
her before.
consistently. So he
Because
didn't just
according
like
to
she
the
was going to die.
neighbor, he was like they used to have this constant disagreements. But on this day, he was beating her outside the house. Then he took a towel. Yes, he took a towel and used to first slit her throat.
So you've killed her already.
Yes,
now.
so it was intentional. It was not high. That's another thing. Because the neighbor said she tried to stop the argument, but the guy chased her
Okay,
away.
the neighbor
Neighbor,
was
yes,
there.
and he was like, she mind her business. Then he chased her inside a bush. Then he beat her. They used a towel to slit her throat. Then when he was done, because it was in the night, so she felt like he was just hearing the scream. Then she didn't know. She just felt like it was having like a regular couples argument. Then she just went to the house. Until later in the night, she now saw the guy sneaking out again with something in his pocket, and she now followed him there. She now saw him like he was slitting the guy's neck, like he was cutting her neck and trying to bury her in a shallow grave.
Blood sisters.
That is like typical blood sisters drama, guys. Like that is typical blood sister drama. But I feel like even at that, I feel like people should always learn to run away from toxic relationship. See, every relationship has like red flags.
You can end it. The guy doesn't owe you anything.
It doesn't owe you anything. Every
But wait,
relationship give you like
these people are they married?
boyfriend, like
Just
boy.
normal boyfriend and girlfriend.
That's the most annoying part. You are just my boyfriend. You are just their boyfriends. And you had actually, I feel like and everything that we all have to say or to do, anybody wants to be with our lives should not be somebody that would how would I say it? That will not intimidate us or will not give us any
space.
Space.
Waiting here.
guys. I really
If
feel
I'm
pity
in a
for these
toxic
people.
relationship, I still end it too. I will not stress myself. I'm not going to
The prayer is that you should not go and enter something that your mental health
Cannot
carry.
undo. Yes, that's very true because
Because actually, if you look at it, most of
Yeah.
girls of nowadays, if you look at it very well, most of them enter all this type of toxic relationship because of money.
money, yes,
And
that's true.
material things.
And material things, and they end up just killing themselves because of
The girl, let's say the guy, after he beat her, maybe he buy her Givenchy or Gucci or
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Versace or anything.
keep your Gucci.
That's but is they will give her Givenchy, Gucci, Versace, all those things. That one to be she will not want to like she won't want to.
collect bench.
You are mad. I'm trying to say.
But actually, let's be very sincere with ourselves. It's not actually funny, but the rate at which a lot of people are getting abused in this country is very alarming. And most of them, they'll be like, "Oh, I can't leave him. He's getting no change. He's getting
Exactly,
no
that's the stupid thing.
When did they
He's
get
always
that
going to
mentality
change.
from?
He is always going
I
to
need to
change.
ask them.
Sorry, but if you remember this story of that singer, that gospel singer,
Osinachi, yes. She was
Exactly.
exactly because all of them feel like, oh, it's going to
from the
change.
stories I read
See,
online, they
To
were
me,
like that.
to me, the fact remains, if I'm dating you and you're beating me, and imagine we get married, so what are you going to particularly do to me?
The thing is that
If my boyfriend raise a hand on me, I'm ending that relationship.
Even
that
a single
day.
slap, like a slap on my
it would
face.
not have
I'm too
it would not have gotten to slap.
Which
The
day?
attempt
Exactly.
alone.
See, I feel like
Just raise your like I should just like want to like raise your hand to where are you doing it to? Who are you doing like
you
this?
know
to?
why I like when people say change? The same thing they say in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Nigeria will change. We are still here.
I beg
So
you.
we
yeah,
are
I
looking
feel
to
like
change.
in every
Yes.
relationship, like once you already see the red flag in the relationship, that the guy is already
Run,
giving you the red flag,
oh.
he's already shouting at you, he's already bullying you, he's already like stopping you from doing what you as a
Carry
person
your
you practically
slippers and run.
Mama, pack your
oh.
slippers. I feel like when next we
But-
have a podcast, we're going to talk about red flags in relationship because a lot of people will see these red flags, but I don't know, maybe they say love is blind, but actually, you say love is not blind though.
But
Yeah.
this domestic
So me, I can
violence
see
thing,
my own. No.
this abusing thing is not only like amongst like what is couples or whatever. It's like you can also see like a boss maltreating her maid
Yes, exactly.
and all this thing. And
Domestic
do you know that it
violence.
has gotten to the point that maids of nowadays
They are ready
they
to do
they
anything.
abuse their boss's children, even though their boss is like taking
I've
care of
seen a
them
video of that.
and giving them. I've heard stories whereby that the boss like gives you your allowance steady,
Still
I mean
feed
pays
you
you, feeds you, take
and
care of
take
you,
care of
clothes
you,
you,
clothe
but
you.
still you beat the children, or some of them maybe has even gone to the extent of sexually assaulting
Yes,
the children.
and that's why I said one time, it's not only ladies that get actually assaulted or abused. A
Boys
lot of
too.
guys too actually are going through these streets, but they will not come out and say, because I feel like it's so, I know that when ladies always come out and be like, oh, emotional this, emotional that, but guys, they practically will keep it.
If you've been assaulted before, hands in the hair.
But seriously, I feel like a lot of guys need to actually come out and like own it out and be like, oh, I just got abused, and well, a lot of people will not actually will not actually believe, but at least you coming out to say it's actually a healing process will actually do a better thing than any other thing. So guys, okay, what do you think about people that the abusers? What do you think they actually think? Like, what could have been the reason why they were could think of abusing people? Like, what do you think could have actually happened? Like, I don't
I
understand.
feel maybe because they have the upper hand and the girls like always continuously going back to them.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. That's one
Me,
thing too. I feel like
see, a lot of things can cause this thing. Number one, for a case of a boss maltreating this
Is the
thing,
boss.
some people are just wicked.
That is it.
Some people are just wicked, and some people it might be because of jealousy.
exactly. I was about to say the word
Maybe their
jealousy. Or
husband
maybe,
bought the maid something, and from there they'll be like they'll start thinking otherwise
or
of
let's even
something
think
else.
that the husband is jealous, or maybe the wife is doing better than the husband. You grab, and the husband can
Exactly.
decide to start beating her. Okay, but I heard a story of somebody that Toyi Lawani. I actually used to watch Wives of Lagos, Housewife of Lagos. So Toyi Lawani was actually saying that one time like this, she was in a very toxic relationship, that her husband used to beat her, that she said she wanted a Range Rover Sport or something. Then the husband did not buy it for her. She was like, that why do you need it? Blah 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 blah. Then she was like, I really want this car. I can afford it. We can afford it. But you don't. But the husband did not want to buy it from Chinawani. Chinawani said then she took her personal money and she went to buy the car. That as soon as the car entered the compound, gbege started happening. The guy started beating her. It was like it was another man that bought the car from her, and she was like, she bought say a lot of
Yeah,
celebrities,
jealousy.
even students that are just in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship.
I beg
Yeah, that is even the worst part of it for
that one
me.
is just stupid.
Let
That
me
is
just tell you, if you are dating a guy at this boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, please, if you cannot handle it, please break up. You cannot come and start carrying Panadol on another person's head.
exactly, like it's so like on a regular students in school that they'll be like, oh, their boyfriend is actually beating them. Like I used to remember a friend of mine, her boyfriend used to beat her a lot, that she would have this black eye thing, and I'll be like, girl, you need to. She's like, no, he's going to come back and beg me. He's going to come back and beg me. And I was like, are you okay? You think a beast used to change? Like, do you think a beast will stop being a beast?
That was the same thing that happened for that girl in Blood Sisters, that she was like
He's going to change.
the
Yeah,
guy was going
Kola.
to change, and Akola was going to change or something, and Kemi was like that.
It's like you like that blood sister. And you're
I
like,
love the movie, like that movie
I actually
was
like the
good.
movie too. I think I recommended it
It's actually
in my
nice.
last podcast. I recommended it as a movie that I really want
Actually,
Nigerians to watch and
for
see.
someone that doesn't watch Nigerian movie, let me know that I love it.
I actually
I
love the
really love
movie. And thank God I recommended it in my last if you not listen to my last podcast, you guys can go and listen to it. It's like I recommended a lot of movies and songs.
I'll
Oh,
be
yes.
Kemi. You'll be Sarah.
We already did that. We already did that on today. Look, so guys, let's think of
You
it.
gotta slaughter somebody's neck.
Nobody's
not
touching
there, you go for
anybody's neck.
me.
No.
I'm not following you, I beg.
Guys, nobody's touching anybody's neck today or any day in our life. We
Don't
do
worry, my
anything like that.
babalawo told me to bring some.
I beg you, shut up, guys.
Guys, my friends, I'm actually serious, guys. Guys, let's finish.
As I was saying, so and one thing that causes this thing is number one is jealousy, and another thing is for all these relationships, sometimes boyfriend. Another thing that causes is obsession.
Exactly, obsession.
The
to
guy will be
something.
so obsessed with the girl that just let's say like maybe she's greeting
Normal
another
friend.
another friend that is
A boy.
a guy or something,
Mhm.
and But there are also situations whereby the lady beats the man. No, I'm serious. There are some women that if you see them like this, you will run for your life. So
Actually, I
obsession is on
grab.
that thing.
I just feel like most of them obsession and insecurity also used to make it
Exactly,
very
insecurity.
insecurity also is one trend that a lot of guys will practically not hold up to
And
themselves and
girls.
I knew there was one time I heard the story of a particular couple, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, then they went out like to the cinema and the lady met school classmates. Then you see my classmate for the first time. Practically, what will you do? You've not seen your classmate like in 4 years, and maybe when you're in school, you guys
Be
were very
happy
close
now.
friends,
You keep
and we're
hug
very happy.
now.
He hugged. Then the guy was already like, he was already giving this girl this face that, mom, stop hugging this guy, stop. But the girl was like, she just like she knew the perfect way to like calm her boyfriend down. She said as soon as she got into the car, guys, the guy first give her one very hot slap. He gave her a very hot slap and she was like, what did
My
I do?
face.
The guy was like, why
My
would you be
pretty
hugging the
face.
guy like the way you used to hug me? The guy has been touching your breast. The guy like, the hug did not even last a second. And you only saw him touching my breast. Someone that I've not seen in 4 years. She was like, she had to summon all the courage that she really loved the guy, but that was the only thing that the guy had anger issue. That was the only thing
Ah,
that she saw that was she said
please,
immediately she
oh.
broke up with the guy. That is it's not easy though, it's easier said than done. Have you realized? Like we say we can
Mhm.
live, but we can only say it very easily, but let's just always
Guys with anger issues too are not really good.
they are
The thing
not
is
at
that
all.
one thing about this anger issue that everybody is to anybody that has anger issue, that person is mad already.
It's practically a dog.
Person is
But
mad.
but
The person already thought to
but
worry.
my brother had anger issues and he was able to overcome his own. So it's not something
Everybody
bad.
at
You
one
can actually
point
It is
overcome
something
yours.
bad. It is very bad.
Yes, it's bad, but you can overcome it
Yes.
if you are willing to.
Sincerely speaking, I was once in that
And
shoe.
if he's ready
And
to
when that people
change.
used to fear me, that some people they say they are angry, they'll be telling themselves with blade and
Oh,
compass. Is that one of madness enough?
It's madness.
it's actually madness. But still, guys, but I want to actually if you are like ladies,
Part of the
stay.
story about a girl that anytime she's angry, she used to tear her skin. Like
Wow.
she'll be tearing her skin. Then I asked her why. She now said because of her mom. Her mom prefers her younger sister than her. And anytime her younger sister she's angry with her younger sister, she don't want to beat her younger sister.
Sister,
She now
but
start
they're
tearing
tearing
herself.
herself.
Saying
Wow.
that still.
I
I'll
cannot.
say something like that. There's that my
But
head looks like that.
for females, let's try our possible best to avoid toxic relationship. In our next video, we're talking about red signs in relationship. Like once your boyfriend or your lover or your man is
Stay
giving you
tuned.
is giving you all these red flags, please let's try our best to like move away. So no, say if you say you are staying for the money or for the Gucci and the Versace or whatever thing is going to
The
offer you,
friendship.
you might not be alive to use all those things by the time it kills you. So guys, YSL, anything is buying for you. Guys, Bandoras, anyone.
Don't worry, yo.
There are many fishes in the ocean, so please
Just
stay
you
away
need to
from
you
an
need to
abuser.
you need to catch the golden fish.
Exactly, stay away from an abuser because everybody want to enjoy. What did I say? I said
You need to catch the golden fish. You said exactly.
eh?
Now go and catch bad golden fish.
Abeg.
Yeah, see everybody we have our own man.
Go and read your book.
We are our guys, but trust me, ladies, I'm saying it from a place of emotional damage. I actually understand what a lot of us go through because we're all saying like it's easy. It's actually not easy, we know, but please avoid it. Once you see this, you may not know that, and some people, the guys will not be doing it before they marry them. They may be very sweet and very adoring, but once you get married like this, they become a beast of themselves.
And some
Yeah.
like that there's a movie I watched also in Nigeria. I don't know, all these Nollywood movies they used to inspire me sometimes. I think that is Black Rose or something.
Yeah.
The guy was shy using that because like he was like the girl is actually a very young girl. So and the guy is like a drug dealer. So it was not like using that. I don't know if the guy like it's obvious that the guy didn't really like her like that. But the guy just used the advantage that
He
the
loves
girl the girl likes him and everything. But the girl no, she was quite stupid. She was quite stupid, very, very stupid. Then he now started using her to like he
Sleep
started
with
selling
other
her
Wow.
out
guys.
like other
Yes.
drug dealers to pay his own debt. and everything. That one self is another form of
Abuse though, like same.
abuse. There are different type of abuses.
But
Even you will see a situation of some parents actually like some
Sell their
parents
children.
actually some parents actually are fault at some of these things.
Yes.
If you
That's
see
what I want to say.
a guy now whose father is beating his mom, if you also we also have this
yes, there's a
mentality
tendency
that
that he might also learn
the
to
father might
beat.
have even like injected it into his brain that it is the right thing to
Yeah,
do.
if
Look
my
at
husband
that,
actually son,
like they were like that. The
that
song was like
my
that.
daddy said that it's good to
It's
be
good to beat
woman.
women.
Like
Yeah.
what
So what
is
if that type
wrong?
of child
Grows
grows
up
like
and
and does not see anybody to correct him about the fact that it is a very wrong thing to do?
But some parents too, some parents, where are they when their child are in need? Like, why would you just leave your child to be going randomly and the guy will be giving the girl money and you go and buying Gucci and VG
I
and
swear,
everything?
me now
What
that see
happened
me,
to why? Even
I
though you don't
cannot.
have,
The thing is that I cannot like even if I buy a clothes for myself
my
and I take
mommy
it
will
home
know.
and my mommy should see it.
My
She
mom
ask
will
me
ask
that,
me, where do you
where did
get
you get
these
this clothes
clothes
from?
from?
I don't know. I don't know if it's I'm like, where did you
My
get this
mommy
from?
too.
Or somebody should talk of now. Somebody should buy me let's say like a guy should buy me a new phone. But
Ah,
we explain where you got it from.
you're not gonna buy
And if you're not
iPhone
even saying you're in
iPhone 13.
trouble.
Not gonna buy iPhone 13.
Involuntary.
so guys, we've all heard our different opinions about this abuse and assault and murder and everything. So I feel like we all should like open up, learn to speak up when we are in this domestic violence, when we are a victim of assault, harassment, molestations. Please let's speak up. Let's come out of our shells.
Yes, so
And guys, we can do better. We can do better.
Yes,
And
yes.
shout out to people that have been abused before. Shout out to people that
it's
we
not
we
easy.
we feel your pain
Don't
and
worry, you can stay there.
You
Let
can-
Nothing will
me give you
happen
my
to you.
words of encouragement. But me, actually, this I don't know this country somehow. I cannot go and advise someone to like meet a counselor because I've seen situation whereby counselors in Nigeria that okay, there are still good ones, yes, but most counselors in Nigeria, before you know it, they are me telling you as a counselor, those I don't expect you to like go and be telling my stories to other people. There was someone that told me about something that she went to go and meet a woman that is a counselor and that like to advise because the woman was like that the man they know the woman as counselor and everything. So she went to say she was having a problem. She now went to go and meet the woman, tell the woman.
Counselors
She
are
now there was
problems.
now on a time that she was doing something. So another woman was with that counselor. And before you know it, the other woman was asking her that why did you do this one? Can you come? I said like said like casting her and everything.
Wow.
So obviously I just feel like most counselors in this Nigeria, they just like tend to like
spread
your
people's
news.
troubles and
So
Well, if
I
you have
just feel
depression
that
and you meet a counselor, well, your
see a
depression will just
therapist.
increase.
No, please don't let us say they can see a
just
therapist.
me the
And-
advice I will give you, which is the best advice, pray to God.
Yes.
Say God please help me to conquer this thing.
Yes.
Cause that's the only advice I can give somebody.
Pastor wife.
Actually, thank you,
So
Pastor.
please, Ruth, what do you think? What do you want to tell people out there that are being abused, that are trying to defend themselves and end up into troubles? What do you have an advice for them?
Run, oh.
Don't run, flee.
Run.
Flee.
Let me tell you. But if you feel the guy will change, Kukuma stay there. Me,
Just stay.
don't worry, not to happen to you. You do not be like blood.
I mean, what type of advice is this one?
So, guys, as for me, your favorite melody talker, I think that we should all try to stay away from toxic relationship. That should be our number one thing to avoid. Stay away
Not
from
a relationship. Oh. If your boss
partner,
is beating
friends,
you,
anything that
if your boss is beating you,
is
go
causing
to police
emotional
station,
damage
you
for
find
you.
another work. Don't worry.
That's
God
causing
is there
emotional
for
damage
you.
for you, or it's causing stress to your brain or your mental health. Please, let's stay away from everything. Let's just believe that God will do a better thing for us.
Better don't have
We
And
listen
this is
to
your teacher. Or
We
your
listen to
lecturer.
news every
Yes,
day.
so teachers
We listen
too,
to
they
news
still
every
abuse.
day. We listen to what's going on in the country, and we all know that it's not easy to live like to a better life, but still we can do it. So, guys, this is the end of another gist from Melody Talker, and I really hope we all learned a lot from this podcast today. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. And in the comment section too, tell me what you think about crime, about the crimes going on in Nigeria, abuse, molestations, murder, anything that comes to your mind. Thank you very much. So, guys, thank you very much for being on the show with me today. I really appreciate you guys, and I love you guys so
You're
very much.
welcome.
I love you all so
Don't
very
worry,
much.
we'll see me another time again.
I hope you guys will enjoy the talk with the both of them. Thank you, Miss Ruthie, and thank you, Madam Honorable.
I don't think people might see me. I'm not really outside.
But still, I'm going to drag her. Your favorite girl is going to drag her back to this podcast. Thank you very much.